So the three force multipliers that you can find when you decide to jump into Final Expense Telesales, it's terrifically amazing, but I'm jaded because I do run a national insurance agency, but I do train agents face-to-face, yes, face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So you want to find the force multipliers before you decide kind of which side of the fence you're going to fall off of and love. Final Expense Telesales is tremendous, but it is tremendous because of the force multiplier number one of the fact that you can use a script and not be seen, and you don't even sound scripted. A face-to-face insurance agent is faced with someone looking upon them. They will never be as profitable as a Final Expense Telesales agent who knows how to use their script because we're not seen. I can have a paper script or a script on my computer in front of me, and that really saves my bacon so that in Final Expense Telesales, I'm not skipping beats. The music all sounds right. When you're in the homes, there's really no script to help you because they're looking at you eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly, believe it or not. And that's why some Final Expense face-to-face insurance agents get kind of really frustrated because they have to memorize their script as opposed to Final Expense Telesales being able to read it. It's real magic when you can read and engage with the consumers because the script is not seen in telesales. It's all about the phone, and this is phenomenal for you to understand. So a tremendous force multiplier with Final Expense Telesales. The advantage is tele all day long. The telespace is phenomenal, but face-to-face insurance agents do great work as well. So not disparaging any of you great agents that partner here in our national agency at jasonfinalexpense.com. Free resources, of course, for your taking. But when you are dealing with the face-to-face play, you have to be insanely polished because you can't kick back and fall on your script like us telesales agents can. We can just read the same script over and over and over again. And really, that allows you to have a lot of strength here, where in the face-to-face play, you're going to find that you've got to memorize it. You've got to be insanely polished because you can't sit back and have all the tools in the kingdom in front of you, as well as cheat sheets, by the way. Face-to-face insurance agents, for a force multiplication effect, you're going to be fumbling in your briefcase, your bag, to try to help these great people with the products that they can hopefully be placed with. Cheat sheets and systems in telesales, it's phenomenal. Everything can be in front of you. No big deal. You're in your office. Everything's right there. You can rock and roll. All the real answers are right in front of you, where a face-to-face insurance agent may feel like they're flustered a little bit because you're on stage and the light's on you, leaving you sometimes feeling a little insecure when you're brand new, where a Final Expense Telesales agent doesn't have this insecurity that's seen, even though it can be felt in your chest. It will take place. This is why it's so important to work with a very good national organization. You want to be in a good work family that you can call a home. But when you are in telesales, it's like an open book test. All the answers can be right in front of you. And as you're dealing with your scripts and helping your consumers as you're dialing, you can be deliberate to look at the answers. They're all in front of you. You can have your script here, your cheat sheet there, and it's not cheating when it's an open book test. Just look upon the answers, and it just makes you feel stronger and more successful with Final Expense Telesales, where with the face-to-face sales, you're busy grabbing stuff out of your briefcase going, man, I think it's this, I think it's that. And man, if you don't have confidence, it's contagious in a bad way, and it can beat you up in the face-to-face play. So the scripts, it's easier in telesales once you've mastered it. You don't have to memorize it like you would in the face-to-face play. That's a force multiplier. Having the right systems, having the cheat sheets that you need to be able to help the client get placed, that's big, because in telesales, everything is seen by you, but not by the consumer. They're just felt by your words, and that's powerful. But also, it's an open book test. You can just look and you can help this consumer in powerful ways. So the first force multiplier, of course, is your scripts and your quoters, and all this stuff is right in front of you, where a face-to-face insurance agent may have to fumble a little bit when they're new. They'll be finessed once they've done it a little bit, because we do recruit and train and coach agents all across this nation at jasonfinalexpense.com as well. And face-to-face insurance agents are amazing, but it does take a little bit more polishing to do the face-to-face work, because you're faced with that belly-to-belly time, face-to-face time, that they're staring right upon you. You got to be polished and ready, where a telesales agent can just focus on the script It's powerful. You can focus on your cheat sheets and nothing's seen. Everything is just heard. And that's what I want you to hear today. It's a force multiplier in a big way. Tip number one is definitely the script and the quoters and open book test. It's not anything that's going to do anything but help you hopefully take off. The number two force multiplier that you're going to find awesome with Final Expense Telesales is the fact that you are in front of your prospect with telesales just over the phone. So if you feel like you're ever fumbling for an answer, or if you work for a good agency like ours, you can text for the answer that you need. Maybe, oh man, this person has this and that and cancer over 2 years and a heart attack here and they're on nitro. What do I do? You can get the answer dynamically within seconds or minutes, and minutes matter in telesales. In the face-to-face play, you may have to say, oh, let me call my manager, and you're losing some faith in front of that consumer. That's no good in the face-to-face play. You're like, oh, hang on, let me check with my manager really quick. And if your manager doesn't get back to you, you're not making the dollars. So it's very important that you're deliberate about who you partner with to increase your profitability. But Final Expense Telesales, if you have a manager, a mentor, an upline that makes a way for you and gives you the answers within minutes, you're going to make more, because the moment that you hang that phone up or put that person on hold, sometimes you're going to realize that things will immediately diminish. All the emotion of the sale is gone. And then you may be listening to a dial tone or the consumer disconnects from you. And it's because you disconnected from them in the process. So when you put someone on hold, you're going to realize you're not going to help as many people. But Final Expense Telesales, make a text, get the answer. Just keep talking to your great consumer. It'll hopefully help you capitalize here. But the force multiplier that you're going to see is that you can get help within minutes and seconds. If you've got good uplines, good support, that can save you and help you make more sales. Where the Final Expense face-to-face insurance agent may feel a little frustrated if they don't have all the answers right away. And there's no way to really save faith when you're in front of a consumer saying, oh, hang on, Mrs. Johnson, let me check with my manager really quick. And then you realize your manager is at cocktail hour and doesn't even get back with you. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt in my face-to-face days way back in the day. Let me tell you, you got managers that don't know how to pick up a phone call. Ouch. That leaves you in a place where you're insecure and you got to leave the home and then come back. You're going to feel like you got hung out to dry. So a force multiplier with Final Expense Telesales, when you've got a good agency, a good work family to call a home, is that you've got people that pick up your phone call and text you back in seconds. You don't even need to call them. You can text them and get the answers. And the consumer on the phone does not know that you're texting and getting those answers, so you can actually help them. It's an insane confidence boost, which will hopefully help you capitalize and decide which side of the fence you should fall off on and enjoy. It's fun either way. It really is. But you got to understand, do you want to do face-to-face or do you want to be doing telesales? Both are great decisions. We do both here, but telesales has tremendous advantage. The force multiplier number 3 that you may enjoy with Final Expense Telesales is the fact that your lead cost is so much lower. When you can go statewide, you can get leads at such a lower cost, allowing you to make more calls and hopefully have a chance for increased capitalization. Understand 90+% of the agent force will fail, and sometimes it's because they don't have enough leads. You can use the law of large numbers when you can purchase lots and lots of leads at a lower cost. Final Expense Telesales agents can hella drop into other states with nothing but a push of buttons. It's just amazing where you face-to-face Final Expense insurance agents, you're faced with rising gas costs, you're faced with windshield time, you're faced with all the smells, and you're faced with just no-shows constantly. You're constantly doing the good work, but you're going to be seeing people that say, not today, maybe tomorrow, wink, wink, they're not here. And yes, they're there. Sometimes they're putting you off. And that can put you on your heels when you're trying to help great people. Where, yes, us Final Expense Telesales agents, we get told no to. We get no-showed, but it doesn't even matter to us. We can find success by moving to our next call without skipping a beat. But when you drive 30 minutes somewhere, it can drive you crazy when they don't even show up. So the force multiplier of Final Expense Telesales is the fact that you can get lead costs so much lower. Brand new leads, exclusive leads at such a crazy good price because you're going statewide. It'll help you find more success when you got more people to talk to. The more buttons you can push, the more people that you can serve, the more that you will sell. And if you need good aged leads that are less than 90 days old, if you don't have a good resource for that, if you're paying more than $1.50 a lead, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. Be more than privileged to help you get the right resources for even leads. Go take care of great people. But it's an insane force multiplier when you find good trainers, good techniques, good proven power scripts, good platforms. Make sure you got a good script that's not one of these Frankenstein scripts out there. Make sure you vet your trainer. It's really important to make sure that you're being taught and helped by people that have helped a lot of others find success. It's an important thing, but any free resources that I can serve you with, reach out. I'll serve you. I appreciate you today, but understand the fact that you can do a script and never be seen in telesales. It's great. Nobody knows what you look like either, which is good for some of us. It's a good thing, and have the right systems in place. It can help you. Nobody knows how old you are, how young you are, if you're missing hair on the top of your head like me. It's a good thing that to not be seen sometimes with telesales. It's phenomenal. If you're sick, you can still serve others without putting them at risk. You can't do that in the face-to-face play. So a force multiplier is your script, your systems, the fact that it's an open book test and everything is before you. And then number two thing that I shared with you, the force multiplier, is the fact that you can have help get everything handled within seconds so you can save these people the heartache of not having their final expense life insurance taken care of because you didn't have the answer fast enough. It can be frustrating when you're in that face-to-face play and people don't know how to answer your calls. It can be caustic, give you a bad feeling in your stomach. But the cost of the lead, force multiplier number 3, is phenomenally cheaper when you are coming from the face-to-face play. Hope this puts some things in perspective. Thanks for joining with me in this content today. Have a great day. Have a better tomorrow, my friends. And any topics you'd like me to take up, put them in the comments below. I would be more than privileged to help you. Be powerful, my friends. We'll see you soon. I appreciate you.